Sarah Redden, therapeutic coach, creator of SRTT, your online space for personal development. And this is the second mini compilation episode of Top Tips for Christmas. And this one is about dealing with difficult people. So at Christmas time, we often find ourselves in situations, potentially with family members or extended family members that maybe have completely different perspectives about life, completely different viewpoints. May that be the way in which we live our lives, or political viewpoints, or just come from a very, very different place with the way that we think and feel about things. Maybe somebody likes to give you their opinions about things, and it's things that you are happy with within your own life and don't want to talk about. So if that is something that you may be dealing with throughout this time, something to really kind of check in with yourself and be just aware that you don't have to get involved with the arguing. You are allowed to choose not to have conversations, and it may be useful, if that's something that you find really, really difficult, is to practice saying some phrases that will help you come out of those situations in a way that feels comfortable for you, that can help you manage the fact that you are choosing all to be in the same space together. So perhaps things like, I'm not going to have this conversation. Perhaps you could say to them that I am uncomfortable with this conversation. I would like this conversation to end now. I am going to go and sit with another family member and speak with them for a little while. If the other one feels a little bit too potentially confrontational, or just being able to excuse yourself from the situation and know that it's absolutely okay, that you do not have to have these conversations if you don't want to.
Hello, I'm Luna, a pagan witch and spiritual healer with Black Moon Cove. And my tip for dealing with difficult family is to create a protection energy bubble. So how you go about doing that, so before you even leave the house and start interacting with this family, is imagining a white light around your heart centre. And as you breathe out, just imagine it becoming bigger and bigger. And as you breathe in, it becomes brighter and more powerful. And take at least 3 deep breaths, imagining it getting bigger and brighter until it surrounds you like a bubble. And now you have that surrounding you for the rest of the day. What you might want to do is set a specific intention on that bubble, just to protect you from everybody else's energy or emotions. What you could do even is set it to return to sender. So if any literal bad energy is being sent directly to you on purpose, that it would bounce off your bubble and go straight back to the sender. So you can tweak it and work with it in whatever feels good for you personally, and just reinforce that throughout the day, just to make sure that it's out there and it's still protecting you. Have a wonderful festive season. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Wendy from Delightfully Calm, and I have a tip for dealing with difficult family members. So when you're in the presence of somebody that you find a little bit tricky for whatever reason, a great tip is to imagine a sheet of glass or a sheet of perspex in front of you and that other person. So it acts as a barrier, so you can still hear them, you can still see them, and vice versa. But what it does, it protects you from wearing and absorbing their emotions. What that also does, it will leave you feeling a bit more calmer, relaxed, and less drained as well. So you can use this technique for multiple situations. Nobody knows that you're doing it. It takes 2-3 seconds to do. It's highly effective. So I hope that's helpful for you, and I wish you a very, very happy Christmas.
Hello, my name is Viv and I am owner of Viv McG, and I'm here today to share a couple of tips if you find yourself having to deal with a family member over this holiday season. This time of year, the holiday time, is when families come together, And it's often the only time of the year where everybody is together. And that can sometimes lead to a bit of tension. If you know that there may be tension in a family get-together this season, even if that tension isn't directly related to you, but perhaps between other family members, take the time to prepare yourself for that get-together. Firstly, think of everyone who's coming to the get-together. If you know there will be someone there who sometimes rubs you up the wrong way or may cause some tension for you or for other people, a family member that you would rather avoid rather than spend time with, then spend a few moments before you leave for the get-together focusing on that very person. Bring the person to the forefront of your mind and send them warmth and empathy. In your imagination, see a lovely warm glow of kindness, empathy, friendship and caring, leaving your heart and floating over to connect with their heart. Imagine the glow travelling into their heart and see their whole body begin to glow also. When you meet them in person, you should find that any tension between you will have actually reduced. Also, before heading out to a get-together, a family get-together, where there may be difficult members, imagine yourself in the most beautiful bubble of light. It can be any colour that comes into your head. This bubble is your protection and your shield. Say that only positive energies and high vibrations may enter your bubble. That means any negativity and any tension that may arise from the get-together will not penetrate your protective bubble, and so you will not be as affected by anything negative that may arise.
I hope these tips have been useful for you, and however you spend the festive season, I hope that you have the most wonderful time. As always, thank you for listening to Conversations with Sarah. Stay curious and be kind to yourself.